Oh, just look at this awful poop. Okay, I didn't trade. Um, School is screwing me over day after day every time I try to take a trade because I didn't even see this. I don't know how, because I was looking at today. I wanted longs first off, right? Because if you look at it, London session opens right here off this candle. We push higher, just about sweep out these highs. Then I wanted shorts, and then price goes out, takes out both these lows. I was like, okay, those would have been my profits for shorts. So really, I don't want shorts, and I want longs up to highs. But London highs were all the way up here. So then I was like, okay, I would want longs up to these highs right here because of that. And then right off market open, as you can see, what we like pre-market, like we're down here. I'm looking at this and school, like, okay, this looks pretty good. As long as we can stay below this that take profit right there, then I'd be willing to trade. But we move up higher, like right off market open. I check that. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get longs, and I might just not trade. But at the time, I didn't realize there was an hourly drawn liquidity sitting right here. That price taps into exactly, like literally, look at this. 857.75, 857.75. It did the same thing on S&P 500 too, just a little later, just barely tapped into the high. And then literally we get full 5 minute confirmation on this. Boom, break of structure off market open, retracement into order block, and equilibrium. There's probably some sort of 1 minute break of structure in here. Target these high time frame draws and liquidity. The short targets weren't that good, but to be real, this is basically a target because I mean technically this is a target too. These are London lows, these are 15-minute lows, these are 30-minute lows. The thing is, you could have held all the way down to these lows. It's just that these were the only real lows we had. But you would have to take a little earlier. And they're at least like Asian lows. So that at least give us something to go with. Yeah, at least they were Asian lows. So we were chilling off that. And then, yeah, literally, I didn't see this. This happens right off market open. What I wanted before market open, because we had all these other biases just getting hit with us. I didn't really have a clear bias for today. I kind of wanted longs, but I also wanted shorts. But I wanted to see what price did off market open. And if price like pushed above like into this zone, I would have been like, okay, we want to look for some sort of reversal off this. Honestly, maybe not. But like to be honest, it should have been if price pushed up that high and actually took out like these draws here, which is what I was expecting price to take out because we didn't have these draws here before, then it would have been like, okay, I would want shorts. I just didn't see the 1 hour draw here, which literally changed everything. And like through here, I was still looking for some sort of longs. And as you can see, we don't really get it. My time window is like 9:40 to 9:50 because I'm in school. Literally, it's like waiting here. Almost get a break of structure. Don't quite. And then we at 9:50 we break structure to the downside. And then by here I'm like already off. We do get all our confirmation for longs. And then what price ends up doing is retracing, barely getting a close in our direction. I don't even know if we do this on real Nasdaq. No, we don't. Okay, so you wouldn't even taken that. Yeah, really, if you did take longs, you honestly would have won. Actually, no, because you wouldn't have longs up to these highs. Because that didn't actually close bullish, and then we get break of structure, form a order block here, candle close out of that, and then it's like kind of a rough entry. You would have taken longs up to these highs, almost got it, stopped out because that was not the move to take. But I'll show you guys right now what we should have done is off market open since we manipulated this 1 hour high. It's like, okay, now we just need all our confirmation following that. Break of structure below the seller here off this candle, order block right here, plus equilibrium from this high down to this low. Move that in just a little. Yeah, it's probably good. This high down to this low, price retraces into that. We get our first bearish closure off of it. The thing is, this was 9:38, so literally it's just like wait till 9:40 to actually trade, and then you get all your confirmation by 9:40. So it's whatever, you're chilling off this. Yeah, and then literally not gonna target here because this really isn't like the spot you'd want to take profit at because it's only a pre-market low. Chances are price won't reverse off this. It almost does. It gets close to it and hits our then gets right back up to where break even would be. But then we end up hitting our first take profit and our second would have been down at these 4 hour lows here. We get stopped at a break even. Then later price would end up actually hitting these. So the thing we really messed up with today was our bias. We didn't necessarily have the wrong bias. I didn't see enough evidence to flip my bias because I missed the evidence. I didn't catch it. So yeah, literally should have taken shorts. If we would have taken shorts, we would have taken a win. But also on S&P 500, which was interesting, I was right where price wanted to go. I kind of wanted price up to these 30-minute highs before, but now that we had this hourly high, it would have been okay. I want longs because we just manipulated all these lows, and it's like okay, market opens, we get a break, we get a retracement, almost like here you can enter. Oh, no, that's too early. And then it's like yeah, 940, you're way too low. And then boom, 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 we get our break, we get our retracement after sweeping this low. If you were to take longs, it would have been up to this high, then second profits up here at London highs, and then what price would do, stop you out once, and then literally on the very next move, you'd get your break, retracement, candle closure, and then you'd take a second trade, which would have been a winner. So it still probably would have been a losing day, but to be real, S&P was actually really bad. And to me, TJR would have taken this exact trade at like this exact candle too, not like a little candles off. Literally would have been at this exact candle right here. This was really bad price action today though, because really after entering, you don't really want to see these horrible candles, these awful closes and opens, and price just moving wherever really, and then hitting take profit, instantly reversing. That's not really what you want. You really want consolidation after the fact. It doesn't even have to be in your direction, just at least not ripping higher off it. But to be real, this video is 7 minutes long. Yeah, should have taken shorts. Kind of messing with my bias today. I don't know what I'll title this video, but like to be honest, I might be up at 3 a.m. for London session tomorrow. I'll go over it real fast because I don't want to drag on this video for too long. You trade on GBP USD. I don't know if I have real-time data though. Hold on. What is this? Let me go on the 5 minute. There's no way I don't have real-time data. Yeah, I still have real-time data, dude. Wait, did it just open? Yeah, 100% I got real-time data. Okay, we're chilling then. I thought I was only paying for CME data. Okay, that's actually dope. Okay, good. So what we look at for this is it's a 1 hour or high time frame fair value gap or draw on liquidity off one session open, which is at 3, or like the most recent one. If you're just looking, it's like okay, we manipulate this liquidity, then we tap into the gap, we tap into this liquidity, and now it's market open at 3. This trade would have been a little wonky to take. I'll just delete that so I can actually show you guys. Because stops would have been down here. You would have literally entered right off market open because you don't enter before market open. But then break of structure, retracement, this candle closure would happen a little before market open. Then market opens, you get your candle closure, and then you'd enter with stops down here. First take profit at these 1 hour highs, second take profit at these highs from like a couple weeks ago. So, and to be honest, you really only stay on here for like an hour to see if you either get stopped out or hit take profit. And by 4, you'd be just about at break even. And this is also a no news day, so it's probably why price is moving super slowly. Because, like, yeah, we move higher, looks pretty good for the first 30 minutes. Then we barely edge our stop losses. This is why we have them this low. Hit break even by 4. It's like, okay, I'm just going to have my final take profit up here. And we'll just see what happens. And then almost get stopped out again. And then basically here it's like go back to sleep till 5 to wake up for school. And then you wake up at like 5. It's like, okay, price is just about to hit my take profit. and then price goes and would hit your take profit. And this would be the trade you would take for London session. But honestly, really not a good day because like I was trying to see would I maybe want to close some sort of partial here at like 1 to 1 because that's honestly pretty good. But there was nothing to really close a 1 to 1. A 5 minute high, like I'm not targeting that. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna target what price will actually likely reverse off of. And it pretty much almost did reverse off this, but it would be different if we actually got stopped out, which we wouldn't have. So this is fine to take. So honestly, right now I gotta go eat dinner, and yeah, it's 10 minutes into the video. So anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for trading recap day 40, like 2, I think. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more trading recaps. Leave a comment down below if you need help with anything trading related. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a trading recap day 42.